His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing Your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. You're rich in love. Rich in love, and You're slow to anger. Your name is great, and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness, I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. And on that day, and on that day, when my strength is failing, the end draws near, and my time has come. Still my soul will sing Your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Amen. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. Oh, I'll worship Your holy name. Oh, I'll worship Your holy name.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Jess. Welcome to our daily devotion once again. Tonight, we will be discussing the final chapter of the book of Philippians. We will be discussing chapter 4. And to anyone who doesn't know, it is Paul writing this letter to the church of Philippi. At this moment, he is in prison, awaiting trial, and soon he will be facing persecution. The first part of this chapter is an appeal. It is a plea to the church of Philippi. Somehow, there was some conflict among members of the church, among believers, and I think this is normal. Even brothers and sisters, di ba? Minsan nagkakaroon ng misunderstanding. And Paul here is trying to pacify them, asking them to be united in helping one another. So let's read. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, you whom I love and long for, my joy and crown, stand firm in the Lord in this way, dear friends. I plead with Judea and I plead with Syntyche to be the same mind, to be of the same mind in the Lord. Yes, I ask you, my true companion, help these women since they have contented at my side in the cause of the gospel, along with Clement and the rest of my co-workers, whose names are in the book of life. So yun yung first part ng chapter na to. The next two parts of this chapter, here Paul will reveal two secrets. Sino bang hindi makaalam ng mga sikreto, di ba? So, the first secret na sasabihin sa atin ni Paul is how to be free from anxiety and fear. Here, Paul will give us a template, a guideline on how not to be fearful and anxious of the circumstances we are facing. Let's read. Sabi, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. So, yun yung first secret ni Paul. He was giving us a secret on how to overcome and how not to be anxious or fearful about anything. Sabi niya, let me go back to the verse, is that we should rejoice in the Lord, that we should celebrate because God is near. And at the same time, we should be gentle to one another. Right? Kasi ang tendency natin, minsan kapag may problema tayo or worried tayo, is that we get to be moody. You know, we take it out on someone, especially to our loved ones. Sabi ni Paul, wag ganon. Because nga, yun nga, ang sabi niya dito is, the Lord is near. Si Lord kasama natin lagi. Sabi niya, with prayer and petition, sabi niya, do not be anxious about anything. But in every situation, ipag-pray natin at may pasasalamat tayo at pasasalamatan natin sa Panginoon at ibigay natin sa Kanya yung mga kahilingan natin at bibigyan tayo ng peace ni Lord. At yung second part na yun is that we should think about things that are good. Huwag tayong mag-iisip ng mga hindi magagandang bagay. And nga, sabi ni Paul, and the peace of God will be with us. Anyway, so that is the first secret. You know, I would like to indulge more on this topic, but I will just leave this one to the experts. To be honest and to be transparent with you all, I'm a person that tends to worry. Sa mga taong hindi pa nakakakilala sa akin, I know that is one of my struggles, but thank God that He is faithful. He has provided me people who loves me and pray for me. And at the same time, I am in OJT, sabi pa nila. OJT means on-the-job training. God is training me at this time. Kaya, I know God has some plans for me. To be better in that department someday, Lord willing. So let's move on to the second secret, which I will be focusing more on. The second secret that Paul will reveal is how to endure when facing trials, hardships, or difficulties. Well, if you think about it, Paul should know about these two secrets, right? Especially at this very moment that he is in prison. Remember, the first secret he revealed, he said not to worry. Imagine being in his shoes, diba? Kung halimbawa nandun tayo sa kalagayan niya. He is in prison, and in a matter of days, he will be in a trial. He will be judged and eventually will face a death sentence. And he said not to worry. Now, that's a secret I'm glad he didn't keep. Diba? At least sinabi niya sa atin not to worry, and sinabi niya sa atin yung secret na yun kaganina. And now, he's about to tell us the second secret on this chapter. And this is how to endure hardship, difficulties, and trials. Because being imprisoned and chained for 27, sitting down on the floor with your hands raised above your head, ba? That's hard. Imagine kung halimbawa sabihin natin may makati sa ilong mo, paano mo kakamutin yun, di ba? Ang hirap nun, di ba? Nakataas yung kamay mo, nakaposas. And besides this, think about the condition of the prison itself. I'm sure this prison is dark and bare. Walang bed, walang maayos na toilet. Imagine the coldness of the floor and the walls, yung mga semento, yung mga konkreto kasi yun concrete, yung bilangguan nila. And imagine the stench, yung amoy ng prison, di ba? Kasi, doon sila dumudumi and stuff like that. And also consider Paul's physical condition. I'm sure he is tired, weak. Why? Because of lack of sleep. Paano siya makakatulog, di ba? Ang hirap nun. Nakaupo siya all the time. Mahirap makatulog na nakaupo at nakaposa sa taas yung kamay, di ba? And just like what I mentioned earlier, I'm almost sure he is also very hungry. He was also very hungry at this time. Because we all know prisoners during biblical times, they are not treated humanely. Most likely, they are just fed once a day. But despite all of this, Paul did not complain. He never complained, right? I mean, in his letters. Instead, he told them, and he is telling us now a secret. Let's read a portion of that chapter, of that part of the chapter. Sabi dito, I rejoice greatly in the Lord that at last you renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret, of being content in any and in every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. So what's the secret? It's found in the last verse I read, in verse 13. Sabi doon, I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. In another translation, it says, I can endure all things through Christ who strengthens me. There you go. That is it. It says there, through Christ, we can endure anything and everything because God will provide everything we need in that situation. Many of us have heard this verse 100 times. Most of the time, this verse is associated with an athlete trying to accomplish something remarkable, something that is parang very remarkable, pambihira. I remember many years ago si Evander Holyfield, doon sa boxing robe niya, may nakasulat na Philippians 4:13. Kalaban niya noon is si Mike Tyson. Everyone hated Mike Tyson at that time, you know. Actually, during the fight, I was secretly praying for Evander to win. But I was embarrassed to tell anyone. No. But later on, I found out na si Kuya was also praying the same thing. Talaga mga fans, you know, boxing fans. Anyway, thank God Evander won that fight. Remember, Tyson was disqualified because he bit Evander's ear. I don't know if you guys remember that. Anyway, another athlete that wears Philippians 4:13 is si Tim Tebow. When he was playing as a quarterback for Florida, he would put black tapes dito sa cheeks niya. He would put Philippians 4:13 there. And lastly, this basketball player that plays for the Golden State, right? Golden State Warriors, si Klay Thompson, di ba? No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, this player wears shoes that have that verse, di ba? Kung bibilhin mo yung shoes na yon, laging nakasulat yon, I can do all things. Anyway, among other things, this verse is also widely misinterpreted and misquoted. Even some popular Christian preachers associate this verse with positive thinking. Just listen to this popular pastor in one of his best-selling books. He wrote, "Most people tend to magnify their limitations. They focus on their shortcomings, but Scripture makes it plain. All things are possible to those who believe." That's right. It is possible to see your dreams fulfilled. It is possible to overcome that obstacle. It is possible to climb to new heights. It is possible to embrace your destiny. You might not know how it will all take place. You may not have a plan, but all you have to know is that if God said you can, you can. Sadly for these pastors and their followers, the all things that Christ empowers them to accomplish includes fulfilling their dreams, climbing to new heights, and embracing their destinies. Do you want that job promotion? Do you want to find that soulmate? Do you want to make more money? No problem. No? You can accomplish all these things through Christ. You know, they say that if you work hard enough, by putting your heart and your mind into it, you visualize it, everything you want, it will come to pass. The truth is, many of us, young or old, life is not always going to turn out exactly like we thought it would. And when people are made to think that all your dreams will be fulfilled if you just believe with all your heart. Sabi nila, if you put all your heart, if you think that your dreams, if you made to think that your dreams will be fulfilled, just put your heart onto it, you know, and your mind, at mangyayari yon. But that is the problem. What happened if it doesn't come to pass, right? Paano kung hindi nangyari yon? People get discouraged. They get depressed. They feel like failures. They get angry, or sometimes they even give up. Christians may even begin to lose their faith in God. Mismong Kristiyano, nawawala ng tiwala sa Panginoon. They will say, "God, how could you let this happen to me? This is not what I wanted. You promised I could do all things." If you analyze the verses carefully, this is not what Paul was saying. He was not saying God will give you the strength to do whatever you set your mind to. He never said that. What Paul was saying was that you can endure and face any persecution, hardship, trials, and difficulties difficulties in life, not by your own strength or your own effort, but through the indwelling Spirit of Christ, who will provide the strength you need in every situation. I will repeat it, okay? Because this is very important. Paul was saying that you can endure any hardship or trial not because of your own strength, but through Christ, who is the all-sufficient God, who can and will provide all your needs. In conclusion, if you are like Paul, who is in a dark prison cell right now, might not be a literal prison, okay? Maybe a prison cell of broken relationships, a prison cell of sickness, or a prison cell of loneliness, or maybe even a prison of unrealized dreams, or whatever prison it might be. Remember the two secrets that Paul gave us. First one is, do not be anxious. Don't be afraid. God is near. In fact, God is with us. Always. The second secret is that you will be able to endure whatever trials or difficulties you are going through, because Jesus will strengthen you. For He is the God who will sustain you when life seems unsustainable. With that, brothers and sisters, I just want to say good night and God bless.